This is the boating party by Renoir, and I call it Where You Invited because there's a place where, back here where Renoir didn't see, he's got more guests than he was aware of, including myself, Red Grooms. And I'm always inventing something new here, and so it's always a wonderful challenge. He doesn't agree. He doesn't appreciate it. I think it's perfect. Sculpture is something you see out of the corner of your eye, that you feel, something that really enters your consciousness sideways while you're really concentrating on something else. I think that that's what this place is about, to hide things and let you discover them. It's sort of a new way to look at a sculpture park because it's a new discovery each time you take a different route.
Grounds for Sculpture is a 25-acre sculpture park and museum with 2 exhibition buildings and almost 200 sculptures outdoors on the grounds. Every time that I go out in the park, I see something new myself, even after being here since the beginning for 10 years.
It's a real mind garden. It's a place where one can come and take a stroll or really contemplate a diverse collection of sculpture.
We have all the top artists here from pretty much around the world.
It's not only a gift to the world of art, but I think to the city of Trenton to have a facility like this is remarkable. It's a real treasure.
This is what I am building here. This is the space of stone. We are surrounded by hills, and this is very important. The power of these hills influences somehow this area.
She's been working with a small plaster maquette to play with the configuration, the actual spatial arrangement of them, but she's going to physically move around these big full-scale mock-ups in plywood.
Put this piece more to the left. I mean to your left, to my right.
Magdalena Abakanowicz has created a piece called Space of Stone, and it consists of 22 huge granite stones. And what we've done is we've made plywood models of each of the stones, which obviously are much easier to move around than the actual stone pieces.
Of course, that's in the new section of the park, which is going to add a lot of new things.
Yeah, that's fine. This was a good movement. Here, I could build exactly what I am interested in. Spaces to contemplate, spaces to experience, spaces in which you learn about yourself, about nature, about scale and even shadow and light. It has to do with stone, with the message that stone gives, with the confession of a stone about its possibility of expression, of power, of dignity, of something that is stronger than time. In the stone atelier, I found this extraordinary broken granite, how it breaks. It shows the power of this material.
She's a very engaged sculptor. We've collaborated, really. I quite enjoy the interaction with other artists. Large-scale sculpture is really a group activity. You need a lot of people to help you, and it's a big effort. I'm the director of the Stone Division. I oversee everything that is made in stone and also was responsible for putting this particular facility together. I've been a sculptor my whole life and have just been impassioned with working with stone. I'm very interested in the idea of where sculpture and architecture meet and where they let off. Sculpture is, usually occupies space, and architecture creates space. But there's that in-between area which is extremely interesting to me.
Yeah, there's nothing that much that's that opulent.
I always kid Michele that she's like Mother Nature because she's creating things always out of organic elements that she finds interesting.
Wait, doesn't Venus go there? John? I started with figurative sculpture almost 40 years ago. I spent a lot of childhood summers on the beach organizing the universe according to the shell and coral fragments.
Can you turn it counterclockwise a little bit? Stop! Just to see it?
All right, sure. I loved finding coral that was already in shapes. I used to find trees and then broccoli and then animals and people. Where did you find this coral? Everybody's asked. They've assumed that it's coral, but it's wax. I've just started with wax and a heat gun and my fingers. What do you think? Yeah, well, I like it a lot from this angle. And I like it next to the other one like this. This looks good. This is very, very good.
Back 10 years ago, before ground sculpture started, it was going to be a very small venture there. It caught my imagination then. One idea after another idea, it just grew. I'm trying to sort of sell the idea of the need for sculpture in people's lives.